Hey guys, I'm back for another story time. I figured I'd do more of these on my YouTube channel because, I was hoping a lot of you didn't get confused with the whole Bikini Bottom story I did last time. I figured people would think I'm talking about SpongeBob, but I am, but not the actual show. But in this story, I'm gonna tell you about this girl that I dated online. I'm trying to remember where she was from. I think it was Texas. Yeah, I think it was Texas. And it started off very weird. It was on social media, obviously. Um, how should I really start this? I don't know. We dated for a couple weeks, and usually I don't do FaceTimes, I don't do calls, but for her I made an exception because we've been together for a while. So, it got to a point when, I forgot one day. It's hard to really explain this because it all flashes before you and then you forget. But yeah, this went on for a couple weeks. Let me not skip to the end yet. But I was working in a linen factory. If you guys don't know what that is, it's about putting cloths on like machines and getting them washed. So I used to work there. So it made it hard for relationship because she would want to talk to me all day, but it never worked because I would go to this place literally at like 4 in the morning and come home at 11 at night. So it was very long hours. The pay wasn't even worth it, but for some reason I was there for a while. And eventually, I don't know. That's the thing about long distance. You don't know if they're cheating or you don't know what they're doing. But what eventually ended up happening is, I don't know. She took something too far out of context. Like I forgot what I said. I don't know. I think it was kind of my bad, but I was like, oh, the combo was getting like dry, or it's kind of pointless. I don't remember what I said. But she took it out of context and I meant it in like a better way than how it sounded. And ever since then, things got rocky and we spent a whole week not talking to each other. We took a break, which in retrospective probably wasn't the best idea because she could have done anything during that break. And it really sucks that this thing didn't work out because she would FaceTime my mom so that they could meet, and she seemed like she was with it. But, now that I think about it, the whole time she was telling me, come out to Texas, come and do all this, we go hang out, and she had friends over there and she would get me a job and she was promising all these golden riches. And I was blind to it, I was thinking, wow, I could try it out because, I don't have nothing going for me right now. Maybe I could start a new life in Texas. And, my mom wasn't with it. She probably already knew from the bat that it was kind of stupid. And I'll just skip to the end at this point. This was like after the break. We didn't really talk at all anymore. Like the relationship was kind of broken. Um, so what happened was, and it pretty much sucks, but I ended up breaking up with her. And then I come to find out, she texted me saying she was about to do the same thing. So you already knew, and who knows who that was coming because she was trying to think of stuff to say to me, like break up with me, but I did it first. So that was the end of the relationship. We were done. Next day, I was still following her on Snapchat, and she posts a grown man's hand on her hip, or I don't know, leg. I don't know what you want to call it. And now that sent a lot of things into my head. Was she cheating on me? Was because she lives alone. That I knew. So I was thinking to myself, I was like, is she cheating on me? And she probably could have. We took a break and stuff, so I wouldn't blame her if she did. It kind of sucks though. And I was thinking like, what would happen if I actually did go to Texas? And would they have robbed me, cut out my organs. You never know what they could have done. But that sent a lot of signals, like, she wasn't the only one in that house. So I could have probably been screwed. And the chances of me getting back home, screw it, she probably would have tied me up and would have left me to rot in a basement. But I tell you one thing, if it's for any of you out there that need advice, please, for the love of God, even if you know this person for 5-6 months and they're really edging you to move to them, just be sure you're not getting into something a little bit more further than what you're hoping for. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this story. I think I have another story where I shared my other past girls in my life. I don't think it was okay. I think one of them was about a relationship. The other ones were about ones that didn't really turn into relationships, but enemies instead. But hopefully you guys do enjoy these story videos, and hopefully it doesn't bore you too much. It's really just for me to listen back to, because I know nobody really watches these videos. But just look out for yourselves and be careful with who you date. That's all I can really say. But other than that, hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and I shall see you guys tonight.